Sitting around the ballroom, they're talking about tomorrow when they're taking Johnny away. Said he wasn't no good, never done the things that he should. That's all the judge had to say. He went in the army when he was 18. Crazy young Irish and mean. Took a kid who was half gone all the way to be wrong with bloodlust and them 16s.
All right, we're back.
Mr. Ahern,
Danny?
how are you, pal?
I'm good.
World traveler.
Had to head down to a quick meeting in New York Monday morning, first thing. By the way, we're drinking Captain and Cokes.
With crushed ice.
Crushed ice. That was part of the reason I thought of it.
Yep.
I'm like, I haven't blessed you with the crushed ice.
I don't know if you noticed me, but
Yeah.
before I even took a sip,
You took a look.
I asked you a question. I was like, "Oh, baby."
Yeah. That's no fucking bullshit. So I had to go down like this fucking client. Anyways, it was boring, but it kept me out of the festivities on Sunday, unfortunately.
Yep.
Which was, I'm remiss because I saw the pictures and it looked
Oh,
fucking
it was just
unbelievable.
I'll tell you what. Sean, Insulation Sean, everyone knows him.
Yeah.
He put on he got a standing ovation on the bus. He just did a great job. It was everyone
Fucking killed me to Bill.
Listen, you weren't the only one, and
I know, but work's the only thing that could keep me from
yours was work related.
Yeah.
People missed out because they saw rain in the
Fuck that. Like, that's bullshit. You know, I had one of the best days of my life ever at a Red Sox game when it was fucking freezing and cold.
And you always do.
Yeah.
You always do. Because everyone's fucking going to be mad for a minute, and then you see someone smiling, you're like, all right, let's go get a beer.
And it's way better than sitting in your house.
Right.
It's fucking way better.
Dude, it was like misty. We were covered, right? I don't know if you saw me walking in here, but my knee thing's back, so I'm hobbling like a fucking hobbit.
Yep.
So I met everyone later.
All right, we're back. Sorry. I just wanted to make sure. I want to make sure we're putting out the right vocal product
All good.
for the people.
But yeah, it was a little misty. It was like 60 degrees.
Yep.
I wore a hoodie. I was fine. It was great. You're surrounded by good people. You really don't give a shit anyway.
No, yeah.
Sean is originally from like the Springfield area, or actually,
Yep.
I think he's from Springfield. He had a ton of family, friends from out there come out. They were already there. We took a bus in, and it was great, dude. We, sausage, peppers, and onions. We ended up at Fenway Johnny's. I almost said West End Johnny's because that's where I spent my 21st birthday and got kicked out of. But actually, I think it was like my 23rd. My 21st was in Malden. But either way, absolute great time.
Yep.
Sox won. It was we ended up at Cask and Flagon for a little bit. Bus picked us back to the spot, and we were on our way. We were dancing.
Dude, I like I said,
I think out of the 100 people that were paid up for, to go,
yeah.
I think 75 came. So 24 people said no because of the weather.
That's horrible.
It's weak. It's weak.
I'm gonna plan. Maybe we'll do it. Like next weekend I got something, but weekend after that's Mother's Day. Maybe the weekend after that.
Yeah.
Me, you, Sean, Keith, go play golf.
Perfect.
We gotta do it. By the way, a little free ad for myself. Sunday, 3 p.m. I'm gonna be at Irish Brewing Boston. So
fuck?
if anybody's around, and it's at 3 o'clock, it's gonna be gorgeous out. This place is fucking awesome. The doors will be open. It's gonna be like 70 degrees. So
keep
you're
missing
home by
these
like
fucking things.
you'll be home like for anybody who can go, you're gonna be home by fucking 7. It's not like a late night. You know what I mean? It's the anniversary party, the 1-year anniversary
course.
party. I gotta say that so the band I'm playing with now that I played with at the bar.
Yep.
My neighbor Ryan sings and plays guitar, so he plays guitar in this band. But
He played a couple tunes by himself at Lily P's, didn't he?
yeah, he sings.
Did a
Yeah.
Solo act.
Yep. So long before that, when I was learning how to play guitar, I was learning with my buddy Kev Meyer. You know Kev Meyer.
Oh, yeah.
He plays bass in the band. The reason he plays bass, he was my guitar player for years. Fucking filthy guitar player.
Yep.
Is that when Ryan came into the bar and we started all playing together, Kev's like, well, I mean, he doesn't play bass, so somebody's going to play bass. So that's the type of guy Kev Meyer is.
Yep.
Kev Meyer's like, fuck it, I'll play bass.
Yep.
And so I haven't played guitar with him. He's like an amazing lead guitar player. It's hard to explain to people who don't know, but and Ryan's great too. But Kev has all these, he's got the best shit. He sounds fucking pro. He sounds pro. And we recorded albums together that are real albums. And he came in on Saturday night and we started playing. It was fucking lockstep, dude. It was the the Blues Brothers are back together. Like, I was like, this is, I was
We're on
smiling.
a mission from God.
Smiling from fucking ear to ear.
Love that.
So he's going to be playing with me. So I'm fucking amped about that. We got a full bunch of songs to play. They got a great pizza there, too. So if you just get a bite to eat.
Is it South Shore pizza?
No, I think it's, I don't know. It's like bar size pizza, but I don't think it's bar pizza. But it's supposed to be wicked good.
Okay.
Like, I think this place that is now their kitchen was a pizza place, and they moved it into their spot. So regardless,
No brainer. You gotta-
if you're
you gotta-
around,
you gotta
Irish
pizza.
Irish Brewing Boston Sunday. It's gonna be great. Tom Ahern's gonna be in the house. My whole fucking man's gonna be there.
Hell
yeah. It'll be a good day. Good day to day drink. By the way, before we get into the show, I want to say congratulations to Paul Doobie.
Oh,
Our boy is kicking it out of the fire. He's fucking hitting home runs.
hey, 200 fucking pounds of wings.
Yeah, that's a lot of wings, dude.
Yeah.
And Corkers came out for him.
Yep.
Our
sure
guy
did.
Dave from down the South Shore, the original Ginger,
Yep.
a
that's
marathon
right.
runner.
Yep.
He fucking absolutely was like, I'm going, and he told me it was Saturday. So I'm like, let me talk to Maggie. I'll meet you up there.
Yeah.
But then he texted me back. He's like, I didn't realize it's Sunday, and obviously I was going to fucking New York, so I'm like, I can't go.
Right.
He wrote a glowing review. Everybody came out to support him. All the Beefs guys, you know what I mean? Like Ferg was there, and he was on Jump's truck.
Hammers did a review.
Hammers did a review with a
Just
three-way.
broke all the rules.
Broke all the rules. I love it. Like, if you're breaking rules for somebody, it means it's good.
No, it is. He actually wanted to know like what I was doing, like today, and he was like, "I can meet you somewhere." And I'm like, "Dude, I could barely walk."
The guy
you know.
is, yeah.
But he's absolutely killing it. Listen, we've mentioned him before. He's been on here before. Chef Paul Doobie, I think it is on Instagram.
Yeah,
Paul Doobie on Facebook. He comments all the time on Pulling the Cork, but reach out to him. He's trying to get this fucking catering shit going. I'm 100% using him in the future.
Oh, yeah.
The he's a wizard with the shit. Shit you've never had before.
No, dude, I'm telling you right now, and I'm not like...
I'm not blowing smoke.
I'm not, because I just won't say anything if I don't think something's good. Do you know what I mean? I'll just be like, oh, it's good, whatever. You would know it.
Right.
It's like I say, if I write on your happy birthday on your Facebook,
Yeah.
if I write something real,
Yeah.
like, then you know I love you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm saying about Paul Doobie. He's a fucking fantastic guy, salt of the earth, making the best wings out there. Let me also plug this, and then I'm going to plug him again. Okay. We released the Patreon this week.
Yeah, we did.
Right? So what the Patreon is, because I know a lot of the people that listen to our show aren't technically savvy. I'm not technically savvy, really.
No, I'm definitely not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Patreon is a website. Okay. It's like an app on your phone, right? You go there, you create an account. What it allows you to do is support like something that you like. They do it for artists, they do it for musicians, do Patreon and podcasts. A lot of podcasts have them. I am a fucking Patreon member. I support my buddy, the Big Ass Cornhole Podcast. I'm a member of theirs. I'm also a member of the Soft Boys Podcast. I like theirs. They do a post show, which is what we're going to do. So basically what you get with that, we have like 3 different levels. We've already got like 6 people signed up. Let me just tell you this. 3 of the people are lifetime members.
Already.
Okay, let me just tell you what a lifetime member gets. There's a million things. You can look at the page.
Pictures of me naked. It's great.
Whatever. Dick pics. But we're going to do, for the people who aren't from around here and don't get to drink with us regularly, we're going to do a monthly happy hour Zoom from this garage where we can talk. Because we got like 2 of the, by the way, for all you fucking hometowners that say you love us, 2 of the people, the 6 that have already signed up, one's from fucking Michigan, all right? I think both are from Michigan.
Yeah.
One's from Colorado, right? A guy, Robbie Wright, and a guy, John Bowen. John Bowen had cornhole boards made for us, by the way, out there. He's spreading the gospel to the people.
Out in Colorado?
Out in Colorado, out in Michigan.
Oh, baby.
Guy's was a doghouse rider. He's a corker to the bone. That, you want to look up corker in the dictionary? You look up, you find Bridget. You find
I'm about to say, you can't
you
say
find
that.
Bridget. You find Chris Mohan.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You find Fontana.
Fontans.
Melinda Martin.
Oh yeah.
She's a member.
Yep.
Robbie Wright and our guy John Bauman. Those, by the way, that's the founding fathers and mothers of this fucking scene. All right.
Mindy Martin signed up.
Yes, she's a corker.
Let's fucking go, Mindy.
Yep. She's
Yes.
a corker. I love it. Support. So, anyways, what that allows us to do for people who
Quick plug for Mindy
Yes.
Martin because you just made my whole day.
Yeah.
Her family owns probably a mile from here, Martin's Flower Shop. Right? You pass it every day.
Here's a free plug. If you need to buy flowers for
There you
any
go.
event, Martin's has you covered. Okay?
Soup to nuts.
They got you. Everything you need from Martin's, that's where you're going to get your flowers if you're
Bingo.
a corker now. All right? So here's what you get. Just in general. Lifetime corkers, which we have 3 of them right now. are invited to one party a year at this bar. I thought of this because my buddy Sean Latham and Todd McComas, they had the Guns Blazing podcast back then, and they were telling me they told me about Patreon, and they're like, I'm like, what do you get out of it? They would do extra shows and stuff, but then they're like, if you're a lifetime, now their lifetime member was fucking $100 a guy a month,
right?
And they had like 10 or 12 guys. Yeah. They would go to a full weekend party at Todd's house. Stay in a hotel and Latham would cook all weekend, and they'd get a UFC fight, and they'd just get fucked all weekend, get barbecue, whatever.
Well, the more Patreon we get, we're gonna get a mansion.
Yeah,
and we're gonna do the same thing.
But to start, the party is gonna be. I'm gonna say we're gonna look at maybe we'll look for like a Pats game or something like that. Because my basement's gonna be done, so we'll have a bathroom everybody can use.
Yep.
Maggie does not know about this, and that's fine.
Maybe she'll be away that week.
Let me just tell you this right now. Paul Doobie's making the wings. All right?
Bingo.
Paul Doobie's making the fucking wings.
Yep.
That's a fact. All right? So you're going to have Thai fucking peanut butter wings all over my face.
Garlic palm. Fuck. He made a 3-way wing, dude.
Yeah.
I
He's
don't
a
know.
genius.
I don't know if you can comprehend this, but he reached out to me. I know he reached out to a ton of people that know about a fucking beef, but he basically asked me. He knew I wanted nothing to do with like the mayo part of it.
Yeah.
But I heard what was in the obviously.
Yeah, it's like horseradish.
It's horseradish.
Yeah.
I could deal with that.
Yeah.
Plus, I also like a little zing. You know.
Me too.
But he asked me specifically like how I make my roast beef, like at home.
Sure.
So I told him that, and he was like on it. You know what I mean? So he took all these fucking ideas.
Yeah.
Made a great wing. You've never had.
He brought it to Hammers, and Hammers gave him feedback, and he adjusted it.
Right.
I mean, this is a man who a lot of people will be like, this thing's money. You either like it or fuck off.
Right.
He's
Right,
like,
right.
let me take your ideas.
That's what a fucking guy is supposed to
What
do.
a genius does.
Yeah.
A wing genius.
Wing genius.
By the way,
dude.
Doobie, I want you to set up a separate Instagram called Doobie's Wings. All right. I think we gotta just be promoting the shit out of the wings.
Yeah, agreed.
So,
or just fucking hammer the Instagram page now.
and by the
with
way,
just
this
wings.
is what when you are a fucking OG corker like Paul Doobie, we give you back. We give back, right?
Mm-hmm.
It helps as wings fuck. All right, that
so
doesn't hurt.
goddamn good.
I can't wait to I was thinking I can't wait till my dad tries these wings. Joe Mara, who's Kev's older brother, is the chicken wing
fucking love
absolute
him.
chicken wing maniac.
Yeah, I love him.
And he's a hard judge. I can't wait till he tries his buffalo wing because I think it's fucking spectacular.
Yeah, that's
his
the
wings. I am a tough wing judge.
When he was here that day, that was the only one. No. I only had the garlic palm because I had wings. My heartburn was going to fuck me up.
Yeah.
So I couldn't have the buffalo. So I've yet to have the buffalo. I do love a good buffalo. He makes his own buffalo sauce.
It's great.
Yeah.
Spectacular.
I heard it's
Spectacular.
I heard it's dynamite.
So my guy Paul Doobie, our guy Paul Doobie, check it out. And so, anyways, back to the Patreon.
Yep.
What you're gonna get every week is this. One, if you want to watch us, if you like watching us on YouTube, but you won't want to pay $10 a month to YouTube to get ad-free content, and you get 40 commercials in between us talking, you now get it ad-free because I'm posting it every week to the Patreon, right? So you can just watch it on there. Also, you're gonna get a bonus show every week. Every week we're gonna do a bonus show, probably 20 minutes, 25. We're gonna tell a bunch of stories that we can't tell on the show.
Yep.
You can't even imagine how many times we're in
Dude,
there
I was thinking about what I'm going to talk about today.
I love it.
But I think I got one that it's just the right timing.
I love it.
So
I love it. So like I said, I also like it because like I said, Soft Boys podcast really like it. Will Noonan, local comedians, get it. Other guy Andrew Del Vope, they're good. But they have a second one, and they're comics, and they talk about inside comic shit, and then they'll kind of tell stories that they don't want everybody to hear, but
Right.
the 35 people they have as Patreon get to hear it. I love that shit. So, by the way, if you think about it, to be a junior corker is $5 a month. Okay. First of all, we get some lifetime members. I mean, I might get their names tattooed on my back. Not saying names. Chris Mohan, Andrew Fontana, and Bridget, fucking legendaries. But anyways, so you're gonna get the ad free. You're gonna get the bonus episodes. We're gonna post everything we do for I'm getting back into doing some of the fake commercials and the political ads. We're gonna post all that shit there so you can access it easily. It's political season. We're coming back, by the way. I got some ideas. We're gonna have a lot of shit there that happens that you get to check out, and you can also we'll run polls. You can give ideas for stuff we should talk about, all that stuff. And like I said, if you think about it, you're paying $10 a month to YouTube so you can watch us ad free, right? $5 a month, you can watch us ad free, and it's like you bought me and Danny each one Bud Light down at the fucking Irish American. That's what $5 a month is. $5 a month is a coffee, right?
Right.
What that allows us to do, to be honest with you, is throw the events we do. As we always say, we lose money on the show. We don't really care.
Don't care at all.
We don't care, but it's nice to be able to do some extra shit, right? That's the shit we're gonna do with that money. And there's gonna be exclusive Corker stickers for the fucking for the Patreon people that you can't get and can't buy. And the same thing with the with T-shirts. They're going to do the same thing with that. So we're going to have our boy Craig is going to take care of that for us.
Yep.
So anyways, that's the plug. Well, I'll put the link in below the show tomorrow, so you can go over there and you can get in there. If not, we still love you. We still support you.
No,
I'm not a Patreon member. Everything I'm a member, I like. But if you like us, it's a way to give back. We appreciate it. So I just want to say thank you for the support.
Oh yeah.
All right. Before we get into good guys, so that's what today is. I'd like to talk about a fraud that I saw today, and I don't want to wait till the next frauds episode.
Please.
Instagram can fuck off with this new option. You click into somebody's post or story, I think it is. Maybe it's post. And it says, I think it's when you heart a post. It says, react with a selfie. And then it gives you an option to take a picture of yourself.
I didn't see that yet.
Like reacting to the fucking, dude, who would ever do this?
Oh, it's going to happen. It's a lot.
like you're most likely going to get dick pics and like fucking.
Yeah, it's going to end awfully.
It's not going to end well.
Yeah.
I don't know who thought this was a good idea. Probably whoever thought the Bud Light Dylan Mulvaney fucking thing was a good idea.
Yep.
Like that's
they've since been
they've since
demoted.
Been, yeah, exactly. They're over at Instagram now. Yeah. Who wants to react? I can't even imagine if I put like now I'm gonna get it. Now I said this, I'm sure every dickhead that listens to this is gonna be sending me fucking Instagram reactions.
Yeah.
That seemed like the most ludicrous. Like that's like when they came out with flat screen TVs and they can't come up with anything better now, so they were like, "Oh, convex, let's curve it."
I was gonna say it's
make it harder to see from the side of the room than it was. Like, what a fucking dumb idea that was. By the way, absolutely fucking ridiculous.
I agree. I haven't seen that yet though. I was on Instagram a ton today.
Yeah, I don't know. I noticed it. Maybe they're trying it on idiots like me. Okay, good guys.
All right.
I'd like to start. If that's
Please,
okay.
yeah.
I think I started on frauds, but I'm going to start again. I'm deciding if I'm coming in hot or if I want to come in with my 65 mile per hour shit. I'm going to come in with my 65 mile per hour shit, set you up for a good one.
Okay.
All right. Good guy. Keurig coffee makers. Hear me out.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I've thrown out more Keurig coffee makers than most people have bought. The reason being that in our house, we have limited space. I think I've said this. I have a small house, right?
Yep.
Small counter space, 5 people living there. You can imagine. Yeah, you have the same problem. I know you do. And we got air fryers and fucking, spatulas and everything else.
Name it.
So what I did was I got one for my office. Single cup Keurig maker. Because
$60 one or
my
whatever?
sister guilted me into this, by the way, my younger sister, because I'm like, I've been brown bagging my lunch. I've been saying that, right?
Yep.
Just trying to be a little bit more fun. By the way, I'm enjoying it way more than I was enjoying going out and getting a fucking B-level sub most of the time. I'm making something decent at night. Now, I tell my sister, she goes, well, where do you get your coffee? I'm like, I still get it at Starbucks at Dunk. She's like, she's like, that's the first thing you need to eliminate. My sister's not really frugal, but she was busting my balls.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, fuck you. So the first thing I did, got on Amazon, ordered a single maker Keurig and a bunch of coffee. Dude, I'll tell you what. This thing fucking is great.
It's best.
Like, I'm in my office. I don't have to leave. I don't have to go talk to a fucking loser, okay, at Starbucks who fucking tells me it's a venti, not a large, right? My only, and it's not really a fucking dig, but like, it's slightly not hot enough. Now, my sister says I need to get a Yeti cup for it, but it doesn't fit right like one of those.
No, but the thing might slide out.
It doesn't. It's
I get the bigger one.
Yeah, this is the smaller one, right? This is the Irish size one. So it doesn't slide out, but it's great. The only thing is, I don't think I've ever told this. Whatever, it's not a secret story, but it's just ridiculous. The building I work in, I have this ridiculously huge office. It's the size, it's bigger than this garage. Basically, right now, it's a storage center. I think I told that story about the guy. Yeah. So it's a storage center for all our shit, but it's huge. Now, the building itself is the old City Hall in Wakefield. The guy who owns it, great guy. Like I said, he's awesome. That said, it's not fucking state of the art, right? It's cheap, which I love. Like, it's huge, it's cheap, whatever. It's perfect for me. But it has electrical issues. So, for example, I found this out the hardware a couple times. When I can't plug in, I've done it before. I plug in the Keurig and you plug in your space heater because it's cold as shit in the building.
Yep.
And you blow the fucking electricity for the floor. Now there's like 12 offices. Now I'm usually the first one there. I'm usually there at like 7:30. This is back when I used to blow the electricity.
Right.
The electrical room where the fuses are, it is a Ouija board. Dude, it is like you don't even know what symbol means what. It has things have been rewired a million times. Mm-hmm. Every time I do it by mistake, you can't have the microwave or one of the space heater or the other thing on at the same
now
time.
you know it.
It gets more complicated because if I don't get this Yeti cup, I always tend to go over and microwave my coffee while I still have the Keurig plugged in. And then I blow the fucking whole thing. And I've done it before, and there's like 2 psychiatrists next to me, and they're like seeing patients, and fucking boom. Like the lights are on, and I'm like, I'm making my coffee over here.
Sorry, me again.
Yeah, I know you're crying about the way your father treated you, but I'm trying to get the electrical back on.
Maybe you're doing them a favor. They can't see there.
So, anyways, Keurigs, I'm loving it. I'm fucking loving it. I'm back in. I bought a 96 fucking pack. Sign me up with Susie Orman and Dave Ramsey. I'm being financially responsible.
What kind of coffee did you get for it?
You know what? When I go back, I'm going to switch it up. But I got 96 cups ahead of me.
I get.
So I'm doing 2 cups a day. That means I got 48 days. Ooh, look at that, Mohan, huh? Look at that math. 48 days of coffee ahead of me. But I got the Green Mountain medium roast for now. I like a darker roast, but what do you get?
You got to go Pustello. It's stronger, dude. Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah, that's what
I want. All right.
You should go to my house, dude. Fuck, I'd be like Santa Claus. I'd give you a satchel bag full of that shit.
What are they called? Bustelo?
Yeah, it's a yellow case. It's fucking Spanish coffee, but it's like...
That's what I need.
It's basically an espresso.
See, I want to be like an Irish guy who drinks Spanish coffee.
It's fucking delicious.
You know what I mean?
It's so good. Dude, here's a fun little fact about dating Latino women. My entire life, actually, kids want hot chocolate right now. How do you make it?
How do I make it?
Yeah.
Swiss Miss.
Yeah. What do you put in it?
Milk.
See, I've never done milk. I always did water.
Oh, really?
I always did water my whole life. Dude, I saw Christy boiling milk, and I'm like, whoa, what the fuck you doing? And she's like, I'm making hot chocolate. I'm like, that's not how you make it. I put fucking tap water in Swiss Miss, dude. Hey, for years.
Hey.
For years it worked.
Look at them.
Right?
I don't blame you. By the way, I got to say this, too. Speaking of that shit.
It's crazy to think about now.
Dude. Like
tap water and Swiss Miss.
Tap water. You know what, though? I bet it's fucking fine.
Dude, I didn't. Again.
You didn't know any different.
I had no idea.
So what would you even...
So when I saw her boiling milk, I'm like, what is it? And it's so much better. Let's not
kid ourselves. God, dude. It's fucking great.
It's rich. You know what I mean? It's creamy. Like...
Here's the...
I just was drinking fucking dirty water.
I think it's well noted on the show how much I love my wife and how much we enjoy each other's company. That said, every couple has little things that they like, and it's not all our fault because the way how to explain my kitchen, but like there's one food cabinet that is like convex, like the opening is way wider and deeper than it is the opening, right? Okay. The door, which is good. There's a lot of room in there. It's bad because what happens is I had to clean shit out before Easter. We had 6 big tubs of Swiss Miss that have been sitting in there that just keep getting bought.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is just such a waste.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That
It's like trying to do inventory in that thing is like a full-time fucking job. You know what I mean?
No, that's, but to your Keurig support, because I'm with you, we bought the one, I think it was last year. We bought like the one that has like the cappuccino maker on the side. I don't know. I don't even know what a cappuccino is.
Yeah.
But it was like $20 more expensive than the other one. So I was like, fuck it. It looks better. Whenever we have company over, I'm always like, do you want coffee? Yeah. And I'm fucking thrilled because I'm like, do you want a cappuccino? We can make this fucking little frothy thing.
Yeah.
Right? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
But I have the option. And that's what makes it fucking cool.
Yeah.
I had a cappuccino once in that thing. Once. That cup just sits there.
Yeah.
But it's there if you want it.
Yep.
You know? But Keurig, all about it. I do have the option with the travel mug. It says take out for travel mug. You can put it right in there. The one thing I don't like about Keurig, and I don't know why it happens, but even on the biggest option, it doesn't fill your cup.
No, it doesn't even come close. It gives you 12 ounces.
How much milk or whatever do they want you to put in that fucking thing?
Well, that's the thing is that, like, if you think about it, like, and I'm not trying to be like, whatever, but it's like, all right, say, I don't know, what's a pod cost you? It's like fucking $1. It's like,
So
they
want
doing
you to
2 pods.
They want you to do 2 a cup.
Yeah.
Basically.
Something like that. But I'll tell you what, right now, like, I'm just so done with, like, dude, like I told you, like, I went to Starbucks the other day and I got, like, a coffee and it was like $3.87 or something like that. Yeah. I'm like, and fuck Dunks, dude, because I'll tell you right now, like, if you give me a 50-50 shot, I got to give a shout out to that podcast I said, Soft Boys, they were talking about this. He described it perfectly. Will Noon in the community, he goes, Dunks is like the abusive ex-girlfriend that we keep going back to. Mm-hmm. Like, we're just like, fuck it. Like, my life is not worth anything more. You know what I mean? Dude, I can't. It's just like dishwater. It's just, it's not coffee. There's actually a great coffee shop in Wakefield, Creations. Used to be owned by these, I think they were like Vietnamese people. And they had strongest fucking coffee. Mm-hmm. Best coffee, dude. And I think the people who took this place over just used their coffee. Mm-hmm. Like, and their coffee's strong as shit. I love that. So I'm gonna try. I can't wait to drink a Spanish coffee. You know why? Because that's the type of thing I could say to somebody when they're like, "Oh, what do you drink with coffee?" And I'm like, "I drink Spanish." Yeah, I'll be like, "I
No, you
drink
can say it
Spanish."
with an accent. You can be like, Bustelo.
Yeah, I'll be like, "Bustelo."
There you go.
I can't even say Spanish. That's how foreign
No,
Spanish.
it's fucking delicious, though. It really is. You don't need to put anything in it. It does the job just fine.
All right, you're up.
Alrighty. Do I go? No, fuck it. I am a father of 4. I'm very good with my sexuality. Let me tell you what's a fucking heavy hitter that I found out on a year ago on a bachelor party. Bottomless mimosas. All right? Why is this a good guy? We had 8 or 9 fucking guys in Fort Lauderdale, and we go into this place, and there was like a sign, it was like $20 all you can drink. And I'm like, this seems like a no-brainer. I said it as a joke. I've never had a mimosa in my life until that day. Dude, mimosas fucking slap.
Champagne and
Orange juice.
Champagne orange juice.
But you say bottomless to a bunch of fucking alcoholics,
Yeah.
we're going to take full advantage of your champagne. And it was like all day. So we were the only group of men in there, and it was all bachelorette parties, just so happens.
Yep.
So everyone in the place was doing bottomless mimosas, but we looked like fucking heroes because, like, we had them too. We had beards and kids and everything else.
Yeah.
Bottomless mimosas, dude, I get why women do it.
Yeah.
I am a firm believer that for one, you definitely get drunk. You have
Obviously.
you have enough of them.
Yeah.
For $20, I got fucking bamboozled. I walked out. It was like 2:00 in the afternoon after pancakes and brunch and whatever.
Yeah.
Went home, went to the fucking pool real quick, back out at it. Bottomless mimosas don't get enough credit. And listen, men have already said, you know what? We're gonna have seltzers now.
Yeah.
We're gonna drink Bud Lights regardless.
Listen, you're talking to 2 guys very comfortable with their sexuality. We're drinking out of pink fucking tumblers right now.
Yep, and it says M. I'm guessing that's for Maggie.
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
She got it
they-
for Christmas. Something
Yeah,
like that.
yours is cheetah print.
Mine literally is. This is Tessa's Christmas gift. Because you know what? Tess stole my pole in the cork glass. It's up in her room. So
I have the glass. I don't know where my top went, so that's normally why you couldn't see me bring it here today. But needless to say, if I go out with the guys golfing from here on out, this is my proposal.
Okay.
If they don't have bottomless mimosas around here, huh?
I don't think
like
they can
Boston?
do it, right? I don't think they do it.
Yeah, so we must have to be in
Yeah,
like
we can do them here.
yeah, we can
Do them right here at this bar.
Just get a goddamn trash barrel, fill it up, and go nuts. And then after that, I think I told this part, but Situate was playing a school near us.
Yeah.
And we had like a tailgate for like a 10 o'clock game. And you knew as soon as like the car started pulling up, it was all Situate people.
Yeah.
And then the guy came out literally like the crew neck tied around us. It was nuts. And they're like, "Are you guys tailgating?" And we're like, "We have mimosas."
I have to say this. I have to give a caveat. We have Situate people listening to this.
Oh, I know
Real Situate people.
Yes.
You're thinking of New Situate. That's like thinking of New Melrose.
Whatever.
Those Situate people, yes.
It's dude, bottomless mimosas, Danny Gillis fan right there. Point guard. I'm your guy.
I'm in. I love it.
And I don't even know, like, I am so new to this game. I don't even know the difference. Like, is it bad champagne?
Oh, I'm sure.
I couldn't tell you the difference.
I don't think bottomless mimosas.
I'll tell you what, we got so cool with this waitress, right? Because they came in a jug, right?
Yeah.
And they just fucking poured them.
Sure.
At the end of it, like, she was giving us all individual, like, champagne.
Yep.
Here's a little straw just to change the color of orange juice.
Yes.
That's what you got to do.
You led me right into my next fucking good guy.
Perfect.
Okay. Breweries, craft beer breweries, and let me tell you why.
We will not agree here.
Well, I'm going to tell you why. I'm not like a big brewery guy.
Yep.
I could count the times a year I go to a brewery. Basically, anytime the
You do
North Shore
music.
Beefs or craft beer.
The music.
I don't even consider Irish Brewing Boston a craft beer brewery. Like, they are making their own beer, so I guess it is craft beer, but they have regular beer. Like, they have a Salty Light is like their big beer. You know what I mean? Like, they're not like, and they have IPAs and shit, but like, they have very regular Irish red ales. Like, it's not like Trillium or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I like IPAs. I want to say that. I enjoyed, like, every time we've ever gone to Coastal Brewing, used to be Channel Marker. Anyways, used to be Channel Marker. Anytime we went there, I love it. And I have a great time, and they have great beer. I get shit-faced out of my mind. Fell down behind this garage and in my basement that night. Here's why it's a good guy. It's kind of a sneak guy, actually. basically a rebranding for alcoholics, right? Because here's the thing. If you said to me and Maggie are a very different type of couple, and I know a lot of couples that listen to this, or a lot of people like that listen to this are the same way. But like, if I feel like it's a good guy for the hipsters of the world, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah,
because hipsters can't get away with their girlfriends being like, "Hey, I'm going down to the Irish American, and it's fucking 1:00 on fucking Friday, right, or Saturday,
right?"
Because the wife's gonna be like, "You're a fucking alcoholic, obviously." But they can get away with being like, I'm taking the dog to Trillium.
Yeah, because they have checkers and
they got
shoots
a
and
new,
ladders
they
there.
got a new release.
Yep.
But it's just a rebranding of a bar for alcoholics.
It is.
Like, that's why I'm saying it's a good guy.
Yeah.
It's keeping it
No,
going.
I'm giving you points for that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. Like, I'm not saying it's like a good guy because I love to go to breweries and I love to climb mountains and I like to fucking do this.
My only, and again, I like certain craft beers. I just hate getting bullied into like, I have to like a craft beer.
No, and I don't think you do. That's why I like
But when you do go to these places,
yeah.
they kind of like, so what do you like? And I'm like, Bud Light, dude. And they're like, oh,
Yeah,
you get one of those.
I can't take that attitude.
And I'm like, dude.
Because you like what you like.
I'm here to support you regardless, right?
Dude.
I'll look at dude, I pick my craft beers like I pick my horses. If I see a name I like, I'm like, let's try it.
Sure.
Same thing with a horse
I
race.
basically like, give me an IPA or give me a lager, right?
Yep.
Like, because I know I like a lager.
Yep.
I usually like an IPA.
Dude, I got hooked on sours for a little bit.
Yeah.
When I said it to the dude, he's like, "Oh, you like sours?" No, dude, I'd rather like the rest of the piss that you put out. I don't know what to tell you. That's my beef with them.
Dude, I just listen. I went through a phase like a lot of fucking midlife crisis or something that a lot of men went through, like where I really was like trying to get craft beer and do all this shit. Here's the bottom line. I really like Miller Lite. I really like Coors Light. I'll have a Bud Light. It's not my favorite, but I'll have it. I really like Budweiser, right? Mm-hmm. I also like an occasional craft beer.
Sure.
I can't drink it all night, right? I had True North Northern Haze on that tap. It was great. I drank a few a night, and then I'd switch over, right? Honestly, if I mow my fucking lawn and it's 79 degrees out, right? Or 85 degrees
You're
out.
grabbing a sixer of Miller
I'm
Lite.
fucking smoking a Coors Light down. I'm not like reaching for some syrupy ass fucking glob of goop fucking 7%er. You know what I mean? I want a refreshing beer.
Right.
That refreshes me.
Right.
Or like, I'll take a Miller High Life off your hands all day.
Here's the other thing about it too. At least me, I don't know if I can speak for you, but I kind of can. I drink for a good time. I don't want to sit there and talk about ingredients all fucking night either.
No. So I'll say this. Breweries are good guys for being, coming up with the idea.
Exactly what you said.
Yeah.
They're keeping us alive.
Exactly. They're keeping, no, not us, the secret ones.
The secret ones.
We're out in the open.
Right.
We're exposed.
Right.
The secret ones out there that are like named like fucking Sebastian. And they're like, they got their
That's
fucking.
such a crap band name.
Yeah. My name's Sebastian. This is my dog I love
I'm
IPAs.
Skylar's cousin.
I'll let him have a taste, but when we were out in Colorado, like if you haven't skied out there, I mean, you haven't skied. You know what I mean? Like those kids, there's nothing more I want to do than take a ski pole and fucking label a kid like that. Just fucking light them the fuck up.
Light and shotgun it.
Exactly. Like, dude, give me the people. Give me the salt of the earth people.
Yeah.
That's why it's like, I don't mind that you prefer craft beer. Like, I know, I think you should listen to this. Mo Morrow is one of these guys who does not believe at all in like thinks light beer is fucking horrible and everything. That's fine. You're entitled to that. I get it.
We all play.
People like olives. I don't like them. What do you want me to? I don't know. You know.
We all play for the same team ultimately.
Me and Fitzy are like, we're like, what do they call it when like guys will like?
I think they're
hetero flexible, right?
They're just
we're
the
like
farm
we're
team.
like alcoholic flexible. Like I'm like alcoholic flexible. Like I dabble in many liquors, as one of my friends once said.
I mean, if I go to a brewery and they have a full bar, I got no problem getting a mixed drink.
Dude, I'll get a seltzer. I'll
Seltzer.
drink anything.
Yeah, I'm not. I just hate getting fucking forced into this like lifestyle.
Dude.
He's like, hey, we got skee ball in the back. I don't care.
I agree with you. Is it the Willows? Like, what is this? You know what I mean? Like,
we have a cribbage tournament this weekend.
yeah,
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, I know.
My dad died.
I know. You know what I want to do when I go to those places, though? I do like to see music. I do enjoy that part of it. I just think, and this is a big thing on the Craft Beer Mafia page. Like, people always argue about should people bring kids to breweries. I don't particularly think they should.
No, but see, that's the thing. It happens there.
Yeah, and it's fine. I mean, whatever. If you do that, that's fine. I wouldn't bring my kids just because I'm like, fuck off. I want to go drinking.
If you brought a kid to like, and I'll just
the
say,
Irish American?
No. I'm not even going to say the club. I would say like
report you to DSS.
the early 90s bar that doesn't even exist anymore, the Maplewood Tavern.
Yep.
I saw some shit in that place. If you brought my kids in there now, it would be like scared straight.
Of course it would, dude.
Dude, but like to me, it was normal.
Yeah,
I was,
if you brought them to like the fucking dude to the Quiet Man in Southie.
oh,
Like,
another place where I had family go at.
I remember being there on a Sunday night, like, because my buddy's was his whatever. He was a bartender there.
Yeah.
And I was like, we were talking about a fucking cocaine show.
Oh,
dude.
yeah,
like,
buddy.
Dude, there was.
It
you know what?
snows.
Dude, I got the funniest fucking story
Every
about that.
day in the 90s.
This dude, right? I have a ridiculous memory for like faces, weird shit, right? It's why I'm good at my job. Like I remember weird shit. This guy we were in there, it was a Sunday. Now it's like fucking 11:30. There's two guys from Southie. They're all coked up. They were nice guys.
No way.
Yeah, they were nice guys. They weren't like scumbaggy guys, but they
Yeah.
were like a little scumbaggy. Like, you know what I mean? They weren't like steal your wallet and fucking like.
No,
like,
but they definitely had a bad registration on their car.
bingo, right? Bingo. Now I can't tell you central casting, right? So listen, I'm like one day. So anyways, I'm hanging out with this one guy, and he's like, "You want to fucking blow?" And I'm like, "No, dude, I'm good, right? I gotta go to work in the morning." And meanwhile, I don't think I'd ever even seen cocaine ever once in my life, right?
Yeah.
And so, anyways, forget about the guy, go home, whatever. We like laugh about the night. 3 years ago, that happened when I was 22. 3 years ago, I'm at the Wilbur Theater seeing Sturgill Simpson, and I'm shit-faced out of my mind because I had to go to a day party, and I'm like, it was a sleepy show, and I'm like, this sucks. I go up to get a beer. The guy serves me a fucking beer.
No
I'm
way.
Like, and I'm like, he was a very identifiable type of looking dude.
Yeah.
Irish dude. Irish looking dude. And I was like, and he didn't bat an eye. Like he was out of his mind that night. I was too, but like not like that.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be like, hey, bro, man, when you do fucking snapping rails in fucking 2001 in the fucking bathroom of the Quiet Man on a Sunday,
Yeah.
he probably would have been like, that could have been any Sunday. Like, it could have been last night, except it's closed now. Anyways, yes, we got, but breweries, good guys and the people who attend them can be good guys or frauds.
No, I got no problem that attends them. That's again, to each his own. I just hate getting forced into it.
Joe Teddy said he like lives at
He
Faces.
dude. Joe Teddy's bachelor party is this weekend. He invited the owner of Faces Brewery.
Meanwhile, I just saw somebody put up a post saying Faces is like the most expensive place they've been in their life.
It is. But dude, I met the owner there.
Swallowed an ice cube.
Great dude. I drank there 100 times. They have good beers. They had a strawberry fucking, I forget the name of it. It was a strawberry beer. Again, not a craft beer guy.
Sure.
But it was, I went there for it. Like the day
Yeah.
after. I was like, that was a very good beer.
Yep.
So anyways, the guy can't go, but he's like giving us stuff to go up with.
Oh, nice.
Cool dude.
Great guy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good guy. Makes this episode.
Good guy. Yeah. By the way, while I was saying this, next episode will be out probably next Tuesday.
Yep.
Because you're going away for the weekend.
I am going
And I have
away
a
for
show
the
on Sunday. All right, go ahead. You're up.
All right.
You need a drink?
Yeah, you can refill that if you don't mind. All right. ESPN sucks, right? They can be a fraud list.
Yep.
However, 30 for 30s, any one of them,
Agreed.
any one of them, doesn't matter the sport, doesn't matter the topic. I've seen every single 30 for 30, probably twice. There hasn't been a bad episode. There has not been a bad
You know who
episode.
came up with it?
No.
Buggy's buddy, Bill Simmons, who owns the Ringer. He's the one when he was the one who like basically invented it.
Well, 4 days in October.
Yeah, and then it became. 30
That's
for
right.
30.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, guy's a genius.
Damn. I didn't even
Dude,
think of that.
It's you know what I will say this. I love 30 for 30.
Oh, they're the greatest thing. If there's nothing on junk TV, if there's nothing on Netflix, any
Yeah.
of the, I will go to my ESPN Plus app and I will just find a 30 for 30 that I've enjoyed 100 times and just watch them.
Yep. Did you see the most
them all.
jarring one ever?
I've seen them all, every one of them.
And like I can remember where I was, like how something made me feel the first time I saw it. Like I remember, I think I told the story maybe before, but like I have told it. Like me and O'Malley, my best friends who lives in Ireland now, like we were living in Southie, and we were like it was like midnight Sunday night, like flipping through the channels, like he's like fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre started. We had no idea what Texas Chainsaw Massacre was. We just thought it was a slasher movie. I'm like, this is the most fucked up film I've ever seen in my life. Like, I'm never gonna sleep again. This is fucking crazy. I can remember the same feeling when I watched the one about the fucking soccer stadium.
Oh,
It
Jesus.
is the most fucking, and I'm like a claustrophobic person.
Oh, yeah.
It is horrifying.
Dude, some of the soccer ones are the fucking better ones.
I agree.
That one, the one with the 2 Escobars? Mm-hmm. Dude got killed, bro.
Dude, it's amazing.
Like, what?
Yeah, I implore you.
Yeah.
You have not watched all the 30 for 30s?
I would guess a good majority of our
have watched
listeners have watched sports. But even if you don't watch sports, like there's certain shit that I'm like never thought I would get into. Perfect example. The fucking Netflix documentary, Don't Fuck With Cats.
Yeah.
I hate cats.
Yep.
Why would I watch that?
Yep, it's
right?
good.
It's unbelievable. So that's my point. That's my analogy.
Yep.
If you don't watch sports, you can still watch 30 for 30s and fucking enjoy them.
You'll love them.
They're unbelievable.
Yeah, I agree.
What is that your favorite one? The stadium?
It's the one that had the most effect on me, I would say.
Okay.
I don't know what my favorite is. What's your favorite one?
I'm biased because of course, like I remember where I was every single night of the 4 days in October.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess I would have to be number one, but bias aside, Roll Tide War Eagle about Alabama and Auburn's rivalry.
Yeah, that's great.
Dude.
Yep.
The South they just care more.
Dude, you know, I told you, like, my daughter's looking at only big schools in the South.
Yeah.
So, University of South Carolina, Clemson, College of Charleston, and Bama. And I know that Bama's last on our list, but it's first on my list.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
imagine me draped out in Bama shit.
I could never do it, but I would love to go down and visit Tess for a
Oh,
game.
my God, dude. I'm like, I mean, listen, as a kid who went to a fucking small liberal arts school in Vermont where it's cold as shit,
Yeah.
and there's like, shout out to my buddy Panuzzo because he was a nasty basketball player on a very good D2 team.
Yeah.
That said, sports, that was as good as it got.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to be going to the fucking games. You know, even the University of South Carolina, College of Charleston.
Dude, all of them are
Yeah.
they just
They're
care
great.
more.
Yeah,
They care more.
they definitely care more.
Which the reason I thought about this one, right, is I was scrolling Instagram today, and it was TikTok, one of the two, but they had the infamous clip of Bo Jackson, and I put this in quotations if you're not watching, running over Brian Bosworth. Now, I watched the clip. He gets a touchdown from like the 3-yard line.
Yep.
First off, it's Bo fucking Jackson.
Yeah.
The most dominant athlete probably of all time, right? Brian Bosworth did not get run over. He made a bad fucking
Yeah,
move.
exactly.
Dude, but like people like talk about that all the time.
I know,
They're
I
like,
know, I
"Do
know.
you see? He was supposed to be the best player." I'm like, "Yeah, dude, that could have been 3 fucking people."
Dude,
Bo was still scoring.
Also, by the way, if you've ever, like, whatever, I mean, like, anything they talk about, like, for example, judo, like, is all about leverage.
Yeah.
If you are even fucking slightly off your balance,
Yeah.
and you got a fucking bowling ball of a human
Right.
flying into you,
But
like, you're done.
But he was like to the side of him, and
Yeah.
he was like I said, if there was 3 people there, Bo Jackson is still scoring that.
I mean, you're a big Brian Bosworth guy. Everybody knows that.
I love Boss.
I do.
Love Boss.
I used to love Boss.
Love Boss. His fucking 30 for 30 is so.
I had his Avias. Remember, he was one of the only Avia athletes. Those were sneakers.
Yeah.
I don't know if you say Avia or Avias.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, but he had a 30 for 30. I don't know if you've seen it. It's called
No, I
Brian,
haven't seen that one.
Brian and the Boss.
Yeah.
The effect he had
Oh, he was monster, dude.
across the country.
Dude, I had a Brian Bosworth poster.
Dude, the fucking fake mullets.
Yeah.
Like kids were getting their fucking heads
He was
tattooed. Like,
to,
not
just
tattooed,
to
but-
give you what he was like a much more like flamboyant's not the word. He was a much more like extra version of Gronk.
Yeah.
Like he was
the
like
first
Gronk before Gronk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like but he was like cooler.
The
and,
whole-
like,
the whole
just
story-
he looked like an action hero. You know what I mean?
Oh, he looked like G.I. Joe, dude.
Yeah.
The whole story of like, and I don't want to give it away because I want everyone to watch these if you haven't. Brian and the Boss, he was from Texas and like he was highly recruited, but fucking Oklahoma was like, we want you more. And he was like, honestly, like I hate everything that my father put me through in Texas. I'm fucking leaving. So like Texas, like the state of Texas, like turned their back on him.
Really?
And he just turned into this
Because nobody leaves then.
vigilant fuck. He just turned like nuts. And that's literally how the Boss became one.
I love it.
So 30 for 30s, all of them. And there's one on the Serena sisters. I mean, the Williams sisters, Serena and Venus. There's so many different ones. There's ones on race cars. All of them are fucking delightful.
Yeah.
Delightful.
All right, we're gonna do 2 more each.
Okay.
Okay. I started something new at my house recently. Not the Never Ending Basement Project, which seems to be getting close to something like done. Been doing Sunday dinner. All right, Sunday dinner with the family.
Dude, I miss it.
It's a good guy.
It is a good guy.
So what we've been doing is I'll give you my last 2 weekends, right? 2 weekends ago, I made chicken piccata with spaghetti, garlic bread, and got the whole family ice cream afterwards.
Hell yeah.
Right? We sat down together as a family. We ate dinner as a family. As I think everybody knows, this country is morally bankrupt at this point. We did that at my house all the time. I'll say one thing for my fucking parents. Like, we had dinner at the table every fucking night. Like, that was family rule, right? My mother also liked to eat by candlelight, like we were in the movie Amadeus, but that's a different problem for a different day. But anyways, we've been having Sunday dinner. I cook everything, and then we all sit down together and eat together. I think it's fucking great.
It is.
Now, it didn't stop me from wanting to kill my daughter on the way to MC today.
Yep.
That said, I think it's good to sit down as a family every once in a while. The way this fucking world is going, you know what I mean? Every once in a while, just everybody sit together, eat some fucking grub, spend a half hour together, and break off and go back on the internet and do whatever we're going to do. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And I think this weekend, I'm doing fucking... and by the way, when I'm doing Sunday dinner, I want something like fucking pasta. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, I want a Sunday... Now, I'll call it a fraud right now because I'm a fucking idiot, a dummy. You're talking to a fucking dummy right now, Danny. I grabbed anything off the shelf because I didn't know if we had pasta sauce. Francesca Rinaldi, you can do me a favor. Put 2 in your temple.
Wait a minute. I remember, listen, there's some things you don't forget when you're fucking dirt poor. Francesco Rinaldi used to have 10 for 10 sauces.
Good.
When you only had a hot pot with no kitchen apartment, Francesco Rinaldi and fucking Prince Pasta, $20 got you through the week.
Dude, let me tell
All
you right now.
I had pasta every fucking day with that motherfucker.
It's
Mr.
like
Rinaldi.
sweet or something.
Oh,
It's
100%.
good.
But they had like different flavors. Like you
Yeah.
can get like sausage flavor,
I
garlic and basil.
I was channeling my inner Danny Gillis. or
Oh,
something.
it was fucking-
It was you that grabbed it off the shelf.
Oh, it had to have been. If you're going jarred sauce and like you have to,
Yeah.
dude, that's probably my first pick.
Oh, God. It was not good. I did not like it.
Like Prego's like my childhood one.
I don't mind Prego. Here's the thing. If you really want to
Did
do
you
it right,
like
you gotta
heat it
do
up at least?
Yes, of course I fucking heated
Dude,
it up.
I know some maniacs that just put it on hot pasta and
That's
like straight out of the jar.
psychopath shit.
I know.
That's psychopath shit.
That's nuts, dude. You have 4 burners at least.
Yeah.
Like fucking heat it up.
Yeah. Francesca Rinaldi, good guy for poor people, apparently.
100%. 10 for 10, never let me down.
Dude, you know what the thing is? It's a good thing for me because I can turn into a fat fuck, and I love pasta. We can't have gluten pasta in my house because the girls can't have it. They get sick. So I have to eat gluten-free pasta unless I go out to a restaurant, right?
Yeah.
Now, gluten-free pasta, for those of you who haven't had it, by like whoever makes it. It's like one of the big companies makes a brand of it. It's not bad. It's like al dente pasta. I don't mind it. Like it's not like I eat it and I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah.
It's not bad. That said, in general, I've talked about this, but everything else gluten-free stinks. I refuse to not have gluten fucking Pepperidge Farm garlic bread on my table when I'm eating my fucking pasta. Like, I have to have it. So I'm lucky that, like, we don't cook a lot of pasta in the house. So I'd be crushing it all the time. I love pasta. It's, but Sunday night, dude, good pasta and some ice cream. It's fucking set your Monday off on the right foot.
Dude, that was like my childhood. Like it's very known. I didn't live with my dad, but every
be
Sunday,
ready to pour a glass of red.
not every Sunday, probably once a month. My sisters would go over to my dad's. He'd make a roast beef supper.
Yeah.
Once a month.
Love it.
Dude, I still make the same way he makes it, and he makes roasted potatoes. And it was fuck off.
So, and we've talked about this. The problem is my kids won't eat. Like the only thing my kid wants, Tommy be like, can you make a tenderloin? I'm like, oh, you just want me to whip out a $90 tenderloin right now for you? Like he will want steak, that, or he will eat pasta. You know what I mean?
No, but like you can get like a good roast for pretty cheap money.
Oh yeah, no, I know, but they won't eat that.
They won't eat a
They're
roast.
fucking assholes.
Do they know it's a roast beef sandwich just in like human form?
Danny,
Just didn't hit the slice yet.
Nobody agrees on shit in that house. If I could tell you the amount of money that was spent on food last week, listen, I'll tell you what happened. Friday night we had to order in pizza. Well, me and Maggie went out to 621. Right? There's 2 different orders of food. Right? I'm not missing my 621.
Right.
Saturday, took Tommy to the Border Cafe. Maggie took the girls to Burton's. I don't even know how much that costs.
Burton's?
It's one of the only places that's gluten-free, Danny. And it costs you fucking $1 million to eat there.
Holy baloney.
Yeah, it's like, dude, it's like that, the food allergy, everything else, dude. That's the one thing. When I announced on Facebook, because I used to fucking announce everything on Facebook, that the girls were like celiac, this kid, Kevin Sexer, who sold me the house, He goes, he has celiac. He's like, everything's gonna be fine, but your food bill is about to go up 50%. And he's right.
Yep.
That's how much it goes up. So
I'm gonna have to ask my niece because she's got gluten allergies too, and she eats out like a fucking Looney Tune. So
maybe
maybe
you can do it. Like,
no, but maybe she knows like some spots.
yeah, exactly. Like my daughter went to fucking Rising Eagle the other night, my youngest, and
Yep.
fucking with somebody else's parents, who I don't know. She's a latchkey kid, this kid.
Yeah.
She went there. She's like, yeah, I got a salad. I told them no croutons. I knew what to do. I'm like, you're fucking like, she's like a street kid. Or something.
Matilda.
Yeah, she swear to God, dude, she's a matchstick girl. Like, anyways, was that me? Yeah, Sunday dinner.
That was you. All right.
Oh, by the way, before we get into it, good guy. Lily Peace Chicken.
I'm about to say
50 Binney Street. Let's do all the ads right now. 50 Binney Street. LilyPeaceChicken.com. Hub Hall. We haven't even, by the way, I'm not going to talk about the Bruins and the Celtics right now because you've heard it enough on Sports Radio, and I don't want to get into it. When the Celtics win a game, we'll talk about it. But if you go in there and you don't want to see them, and even if they lose and you want something good to eat, you want to go to Lily Peace Chicken, you want to get yourself a chicken sandwich, order the chicken crispy. That's what I like. Go to the restaurant. It's beautiful. It's inspired by Levon Helm's Barn, actually, if you believe that, which is true because I talked to Chris about it. My band's going to be there on June 23rd. Maybe we'll have Pulling the Cork the other day. We got to work out the details, but I think it's going to happen. They're the best. Free parking, validated when you eat or drink at their restaurant, which I like to do regularly. Might be a weekend trip for me this weekend. After that, you got to go to Bella's. Bella's Roast Beef. They are the fucking best. They are the king of beefs. They won. They're the kings of the beef. They won
Literally.
the fucking North Shore beefs. So think about this.
Oh,
let's say you had
two of our sponsors right there. Best of Boston chicken sandwich.
and best roast beef.
Best roast beef. Do
Best
we know?
podcast.
Do we
Best
fucking know?
podcast.
Do we fucking know food or what?
Listen, let's put it this way. If you had, this would be like, for the people who don't know about the North Shore Beef page, this would essentially be like, let's say you had a page all about caviar, right? And the only people that were on this page, all they liked was caviar. That was their main favorite thing in the world, right? And they gave the number one caviar in the world, right? Would you believe them that was the number one caviar?
Yeah.
That's essentially what you get.
Yeah.
They had the number one caviar beef, all right? Our guy Harry, Sandra, 1211 Osgood Street, bellasna.com. I can't tell you how many people have been going up there and giving us rave reviews. We love them. They love us, I think. I believe so.
Right.
They seem to. They're the best. We love them. They have free parking too, by the way. You don't even have to pay for it. They're not in Boston, but you can park right in front of their restaurant.
Damn right.
Our girl Michaela was up the other day, got her post baby beef. All right? That's what we're calling it.
Sure did.
That's a PBB. Made that up right here, right now. All right, post baby beef. All right, Danny, you're up.
AJM Plumbing and Heating. You know what we're talking about. My man Anthony Machichi. How are you? He is founded by himself, obviously. Graduate from Northeast Voc. Anthony's been plumbing and heating on the field for over 10 years, kid. Built AJM with hopes of providing 5-star VIP experience. We already know. Fuck the Yelp reviews. It's all about the Google reviews. He's at 1 billion.
Yeah.
5-star reviews. His goal is to educate the customer about their investment, never sell someone they don't need. Honesty, excellence, and professionalism is the company motto because if you provide all three of those motherfuckers, then you know you'll always have a happy customer. And let me tell you something. My man is slammed right now.
Yeah.
Slammed. So all your heating needs, all your plumbing needs, reach out to AJM, tell them that we sent you. Please and thank you. As I clear my throat.
Also, if you just heard me snort right there, I'm not doing cocaine like the guy in the salty bathroom. I actually just have
You
my
got the quiet
allergies.
man?
Yeah, exactly. J&L Energy. Talking about our guy Sean. I'm paying for his golf when we go because I feel like a fucking dickhead that couldn't make it to the event. J&L Energy, 781-428-3388. save.jandl@gmail.com. This is the same thing as the installation situation. Our guy Sean works there. He's one of the members of the team. Mass Save Partner, National Grid. We've talked about it before. You're paying into it. They're taking the money out of your pocket before you even pay the bill. It's already gone, okay? The only way to get it back is to go through this company and get some insulation in your house. I've done it, right? They're going to give you a deal on it. Basically, it's fully covered, okay? If you have a multifamily unit rental, it's also 75% covered on a single-family house. And I'll tell you what, renters also qualify, and you're already paying for it. So any corker that reaches out, you get an additional 10% off. And if you're 100% covered, so you own you own a triple decker, you're rich. Josh the Ironworker owns a double decker. We're gonna get him on the fucking list.
Yeah.
Who knows if he's insulated his house? Guy's fucking yelling at people off buildings. You think he's insulating his house? I got an announcement on that, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Any corker that reaches out is going to get an additional 10% off, 100% covered. You're going to get a $100 gift card. You're making money on J&L. Thermopros, 617-990-6755, thermpros.info@gmail.com. Full construction company A to Z, soup to nuts. Thermpros can handle all of your construction needs. All of your construction needs, additions, renovations, new homes, roofs, sidings. We talked about it before. The painter that they have working for him, Danny, you know what he did last weekend? Cut his ear off and sent it to his wife. He's the Van Gogh of fucking painters. That's how fucking sick this motherfucker
Dude,
is.
you had me. You had me. Dude, if anyone just saw, I was like, what? He
I
did
was
what?
like, I was actually thinking, I'm like, do you not know the Van Gogh cut
Oh,
his ear
no,
off?
and the minute you said it Van Gogh, I'm like, motherfucker.
By the way, somebody's probably listening. It's like, it was Monet that cut his ear off. I think it's Van Gogh, though.
It was 100% Van Gogh.
This guy can fucking do Starry Night. He can do the Mona Lisa, all right? He's the best of the fucking business, all right? All projects, big or small, whatever you need, Therm Pros can make it happen. Free estimates. Cork is going to get 10% discount. Let me just tell you this right now. Cork is out there, all right? We talked about supporting the show. We support you. We support our people. Support our sponsors. If you got something that you got to get done around your house, call them. Get the estimate at least. Show them the love. Tell them the Cork has sent you, right? The other thing is they're going to treat you great because they're going to be psyched that their advertising has worked. And also, if they can us because you guys aren't calling us, right? If we no longer have them as a sponsor, we're going to have to pray that this painting ninja goes out on his own and then he sponsors us. This guy's getting so much publicity. I got to get this guy's name from
You already said it's Van Gogh.
Oh yeah, basically, the guy's a fucking legend. All right, back to where we were at. All right, we forgot to record the voicemails, which we're never going to leave out of the show. So if you listen to this, I plugged this in somewhere in the show because we're not going to miss these voicemails. That's a fucking fact. All right. But we were having so much fun talking good guys, we got lost.
We got lost in this. We got lost in the sauce.
Listen, that's what you want when you listen to a fucking show, where it's so fucking
Pure.
that like we were lost in the moment. It was like we were on mushrooms. All right, here we go. Start us off.
So you've got a good guys episode. What a perfect fucking day for it. Listen, guys, you want to hear about some good guys? I got some good guys. You too. Thank you. Hammers, Jump, Berg, Petros, everybody that I haven't named, everyone that came up to the wing thing this weekend at Navigation Brewery, absolutely blown away. You guys are the good guys. All of this was possible through this podcast. So if that doesn't make you two the best of the good guys, I don't know what the fuck does. Have a good day, gentlemen. Thanks again for the love and support.
I mean, I didn't want to cry today.
Can I also say this? I'm very glad that I decided to edit this into the show. Okay,
Jesus.
Paul Doobie, we love you.
Oh my God, 200 pounds of wings, bro.
All right.
Yo, it's your man Adam Jump Town. Let me tell you what, it's been far too long before we had a voicemail left by your man Adam Jump Town. Let me tell you this. You think I might be defeated from the North Shore Beef? Ha! Far from it. I'm going to tell you what, I'm coming back hard, coming back strong, showing them all who the real MVP is. That's one. Two, Paul Dooley, roll it up and give it to me, those chicken wings. So, finger licking good. Now that's a good guy right there, doing good things for good people, working with good people like yourself. Like your man Adam Jump Town on that Denali food truck. And let me tell you something, this ain't going to be the last time because we're thinking about hitting up that Malden Irish American Club. And somebody tells me that you happen to know somebody on the board. We don't know, but we do. We're coming to Malden sooner than you think. Stay tuned. Keep that quality high. Jump down.
I always love this.
Dude, it's like a Muppets episode or something. All right, we got one more.
All right.
Gentlemen, just calling in with a good guy. Many people probably won't know who this is unless they do their research like I did. Dick Bradsell, the inventor of espresso martinis, whom without him, I would have nothing to post on Facebook. Also, thanks for the Patreon. Really appreciated getting that swear count. I did my best. That's all I can say.
You're the best.
Is I did my fucking best. Bye.
Regular scheduled programming.
Regular
All right, I'm up,
scheduled
right?
program. I just did Sunday dinner, so
Yep.
you're up. We got one more each.
You told me.
You have
no.
2 more. I have 1
Okay.
more. Yeah.
Team moms, not teen moms. I know we might have had a few listeners of those, but listen, if you were a teen mom and you're still doing it and your kid's doing great, I'm happy for you, but I'm not talking about you. You probably didn't expect that to happen, but I'm talking about team moms, all right? People, the moms that are on the sidelines that take care of all the paperwork for all the volunteer
It
coaches.
strikes me as a Julie Wilcox category.
She's a team mom.
By the way, can we give her a free
We can give her a free ad.
ad? Quickly.
As you know, Julie Wilcox Turner, not only is my daughter's godmother,
Yep.
dear friend of ours,
One of the best in the business.
she is running for city councilor of her ward in Malden.
Love it.
And she is going to do very well. Honestly, when the time comes, we got a few weeks away. I already know the date. She's going to have a little kickoff party. If she's okay with it, I'll announce it and support her because she loves us. And you can actually meet her in person, and she's going to hug you and smile. And
She's the best.
She's the best. So
I was giving her website tips the other day. By
Yep.
the way, I told her if she has any issues to call me.
Yep.
Julie, I know you're listening. If you have any issues, still call me.
Yeah.
I can help you do it.
Yep.
So
I was with her because
I was walking the dog, but like I was like, just call me if you need anything.
Right.
It's pretty easy, but like if she has problems, I want her to call.
Yep. No, she was looking for somebody to help
She's
her.
Corcus helping Corcus.
That's it. That's it. That's what we
That's it.
do.
We're all one team.
So team moms, they don't get nearly enough credit, I don't think,
Yeah.
because they're not on the sidelines, per se coaching the kids. But here's what they are doing: they're dealing with parents that haven't fucking sent in a birth certificate, didn't bring in the report card.
Didn't pay.
Parents haven't picked up their kid yet. They're
Yep.
still the last one there to wait for them. They should get some fucking recognition.
I agree with you.
You know
totally.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Moms are always on the good guy
My
list.
mother is. I just gotta say this about I always talk about my old man,
Yeah.
right? Because he's the best. My mother, like you dropped my mother's name in Melrose. She was coaching every sport. She's, like I think I told you this the other day, but like my parents are still coaching my niece's team.
What?
My nephew's team. My mother and my father, 75 years old.
Yeah.
Coaching my nephew's basketball team against like 30-year-old dads.
Love this.
And by the way, absolutely ruthless out there. My mother with a scoreboard like a maniac. Like they are like Melrose.
Throwing chairs
my
like
mother's
Bobby Knight.
Melrose royalty.
Yeah.
Like she like literally coached everything, drove every kid around, right?
Yeah, that's the other-
My mother was like the ultimate sports mom. Like and like every time my father would be like, she's getting involved in something else now. Like she'd be doing this, doing that. Like when I was like, she was the head of the parks department at one point, and for like a couple summers, and like that was when I was like just getting out of college or maybe just out of high school. And I'm like, man, they used to have the lights on at Cooch Park. We used to be playing at night. They shut them down. Lady gets in the fucking mayor's office. Lights on. We got a league down there, right? Like fucking dudes are coming in from Malden everywhere. Like, dude, like she was the ultimate fucking sports mom,
Love
the
that.
best in the business.
They're just the type of people to make no kid. Listen, we all know the thing, no kid gets left behind, right? That's what teen moms do.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of kids out there, and everyone. Perfect example what a teen mom is, right? They go to a birthday party. You go to a birthday party, and a kid just gets dropped off with fucking $20. What does $20 get you in 2023?
Nothing.
A
Zero.
fucking keychain and a slap on the wrist,
Yep.
right? They make sure that kid gets, and it's dads do it too.
Sure.
But it's always the moms. Let's not
Yeah.
kid ourselves. They're like, what are you doing? Why aren't you being with the kids? Oh, I don't have any money. Whack. Let me take it out of the mortgage real quick. No kid's fucking standing there like that. Not one kid is standing
Yeah,
there
of
by
course
himself.
not. No.
That's fucking teen mom shit.
Exactly.
So it might not be just necessarily sports, but I guess it could be moms just on this list. But I'm specifically thinking of like people on the sidelines of sports events that don't get enough credit when they should.
Yeah.
And that's where teen moms fall in. Hey, teen moms, if you're still doing it, if you were fucking pregnant at 16 and you're still crushing it right now, you're on the good guy list too.
So I agree. And I think that like I know there are moms out there who they'll bitch about like this kid and like whatever, but like what they're really bitching about is like that the parents not doing what
Yeah.
they should be doing.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? And it's like
And you can't take it
that's-
out on the kid.
And it's resulting in this kid acting that way, really.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And like every one of them that I know, like I said, like it's dude, like for example, like I just said this, like our youngest daughter, Addie, she's a social butterfly. She's me and you combined.
Mm-hmm.
Like she is like she's fucking got every superpower socially that me and Maggie have. She has them all. She's like Superman of superpowers like that. People love her.
Perfect.
She's cute. She's little. And she's like up for anything.
Yeah.
Like she's a rising eagle with some of the family. Now that other family took her out, right? I don't really know these people, right? Took her out to dinner, all this stuff. I said to Maggie, like, we're gonna bring this girl out to dinner. Now I feel like we're like latching on, like they're paying for her to go to dinner or whatever. But yeah, it's like, it is. It's like you don't want to see a kid get left behind. You know what I mean? And moms have the most motherly fucking bone, you know what I mean, as they call it. That they are the ones who are like the ultimate that. They're great at fucking being like identifying when a kid's feeling left out or when they're feeling like, fuck.
And we get it too, like as dads, or as coaches, because we're on like the sports tip of it, I guess. But they just put it this way, right? At the end of the year, the coaches get the credit for thank you for so much for putting up for my kid.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, behind closed curtains, we're fucking hugging team moms saying, thank you for keeping these crazy parents away from us.
Yeah.
And dealing with all the bullshit.
Yeah.
They really do. They're the frontline defenders.
Yeah, the problem is, though, that like when I got up to like 7th, 8th grade coaching lacrosse, the moms they're gone now.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like they've abandoned the ship and you're left with like the dads and then you got to just look at the kids. Like I remember there was this one kid. Actually, I'll say this with the Patreon because I don't want to say it on the podcast, but I'll say it afterwards. Yeah. So, anyways, you're right. I love that one.
Teen moms.
Absolute good guys.
And teen moms.
Okay, I got the last one, right?
Well,
Friday.
you have one, I have one.
Yeah, and then you have one.
Yep.
Friday golf scrambles.
Yeah, buddy.
I thought about this because I was thinking about good guys as I was walking the dog today, and my good guy was going to be amusement parks because I love amusement parks. Kids are the happiest at amusement parks. Like they love it. You know what I mean? Like rides, fucking do whatever you want, right? And I like going to amusement parks still. But then I was thinking about golf scrambles, and I'm like, golf scrambles are basically amusement parks for guys, for married or like guys with families, right? For guys who don't have, who are single or whatever. Your life is the same every day. You can do whatever you want, doesn't matter. For guys who are married, locked down, golf scrambles are the cocaine of events, okay? Put it this way. Let's set the stage. Here's a regular Friday for a married guy with 3 kids. This is a regular Friday for me. Drive my daughter to school, go to my job, work at my job, eat my fucking brown bag lunch, drink my Keurig coffee, maybe take a walk around the office, come back, maybe have a beer here at like 4 or 5, right? Pick up my daughter at school or go to her game, come home by 6:30 or 7, take Maggie to the 621, have a great time, come back here and maybe watch a movie. That's a fucking Friday. And by the way, I'm good with it. I'm all good with that.
Fucking right.
But here's a golf scramble Friday, okay? You get up, you're already texting your boys.
Yep.
What time you get in the course?
Yep.
I got 30 pack. I got this. I'm going to stop and get a pack of butts because I only smoke on the course, right? Everybody's giddy as fuck, right?
His Red's open for a Bloody Mary.
His Red's open for a Bloody Mary, right? You're loading up the bag with beers so you can get them out on the course. Now, the good thing about a Friday one, usually, especially if it's close to you, like I have 2 coming up. 2 in a row.
Jealous.
2 in a row,
Fridays?
both at Mount Hood. 2 Fridays.
Oh, you could fucking walk the
Listen, one with Gentile
Yep.
and a couple other guys. Then one with my dad and Josh the Ironworker.
Oh, I'm
Gong
so fucking
shows, right?
Yeah.
So, by the way, remind me about Afro Man in a second.
Okay.
I'll get there. So basically, your morning is giddy, chatty, getting on the fucking text. We're all talking, getting everything together, fireballs, whatever, right? Here's the thing about, especially when you have a cool wife like my wife. She knows, dude. Like I'm not a responsible adult after that event. Like I cannot be counted on for anything. Like basically, she's just hoping to maybe tag along to whatever I'm doing. Because
last words leaving the house is like, make sure you eat something.
Yeah, like put on sunscreen. Like basically like I'm absolutely like a child.
Well, because
right?
we've all made these mistakes before.
Yeah, and I never put on the sunscreen.
I never eat.
I never eat. Me and you have been together at breweries where they were serving great roast beefs we didn't want to eat.
Didn't even eat there. I
I
know.
want to ruin the. Hey, Josh the Ironworker once said to me, "I want to ruin the buzz right now."
Right.
You know what I mean? They are the best feeling. So you go out in the course, you play your 18, especially if it's local. Like it's at Mount Hood. This literally I could. Like, I can run up to Mount Hood in 10 minutes. Like, that's how close it is. Actually, I can do it in 12 minutes. That's why I did it yesterday. Then you're done. Now you're having a couple beers at the bar, right? Now you're like, what are we doing now? We going to Hooters? We going to
Yeah.
we going back
Yeah,
to
it
my
don't
bar.
stop there.
Like it doesn't stop there.
Right.
Like now we're doing something afterwards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like now we're getting next to it all night.
Mm-hmm.
Like because you just like the guy at Southie Cocaine and the fucking Quiet Man. Once you start drinking beers on the course, you can't stop.
Right.
What are you're gonna take a nap or you're done?
Right.
Like that's it. Your life's over as far as I'm concerned. You
Damn
gotta
right.
keep drinking all fucking night long.
Yeah.
So like basically, I'm gonna be a puddle next Friday, 2 Fridays.
I don't think I've ever done oh, wait. Was the beef?
No, it was like a weird day, wasn't it?
No, I know the ones that I usually do.
Beef one was a Friday, maybe.
So then maybe that might have been the only one that I've ever done.
But
on
we were
Friday.
so far away from home that like we couldn't
That's right.
couldn't get that fucked
Yeah,
up.
that's right. I'm in one. It's always on a Monday, which sucks. But the good news is about that one, like they have everything in the scramble. They have the
By the way,
raffles.
it's wicked hard to get them on Fridays.
Oh yeah, I know
Yeah,
that. Yeah. So they have like a fucking spread of barbecue afterwards.
Yep.
So like I'll eat after. Like I have no choice. I'll fucking see it all day. I'll eat then. That's a good one. Last year kind of sucked because after the tournament, I had to take my son to Norwood for a fucking.
Oh, I remember you telling me about this.
That sucked. So I could only stay for like an hour afterwards. I made sure I fucking ate so I wasn't a complete puddle.
Yeah.
Obviously, I had my goddamn kid and I'm driving to fucking Florida.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
But, dude, Friday, dude, you hit the nail on the head. Everything about that.
Oh.
You don't have work the next day.
Dude. And it's like you're getting a half day long weekend.
Yeah.
Because like I'll work till
But
noon.
you think about that day, like every second, the week before.
Dude, it's like-
because you're like,
it's-
this time next Friday,
That's
I'm
why
gonna
I'm
be.
saying I remember being a little kid, my dad being like, "We're going to Canby Lake on Saturday,"
Yeah.
and I would be like, "Fucking 6 to midnight."
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like I couldn't sleep the night before.
Right.
That's how fucking excited I was.
Dude, speaking of Canby Lake, dude, I used to always think Canby Lake was like so much
I know, you said
further
this
than
the
it
other
was.
day. It's like 20 minutes away.
Fucking, you're there in less than a half hour. Like, it's not even funny. You listen to Sugar Hill Rappers Delight, you're already in fucking New Hampshire. Like, it's crazy.
All right, you're up with the final one.
All right, I already know what it is, and I know you'll appreciate this. I know our listeners will
I think this
appreciate
is our best good guys, by the way.
I do too.
Yeah.
Well, we also haven't had one since. I
No,
looked
I think
it
we've
up.
only done 2, right?
Yeah, we did third episode, and then we did one at Lily Peace.
Yep. Okay.
So
Trust Dice was on the list.
that's right.
Yeah.
I know we will both appreciate this, and our listeners. Postmen. Dude.
I had it on my list.
Dude.
I had it on my list.
And here's why, right? Today, I had to fucking mail out a letter. And I can't, my leg is fucking noodles.
Yeah.
I have I can see my fucking mailbox.
Yeah.
And I just happen to see him walk by and I'm like, buddy, can you take this? No problem. He wasn't even my normal mailman.
Yeah.
They don't have to do that. They
No.
tell you to piss up a rope.
Listen, our guy John Connell, who came with us.
Listen, Muzzy Dunn, John Costello.
Yeah.
Listen, we have a bunch of fucking
They're fucking
federal
they are
workers.
the most salt of the earth people in
Hey,
the world.
it poured all day today. Guess what they were doing? Delivering the nation's mail.
Listen, I'll say this right now, and I know John's probably the only one at the Wakefield post office who listens to this, right?
Yeah.
There's various people who work there.
Oh, I used
Work
to
the
work.
desk.
I was a clerk.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's various guys who work there.
I was a federal employee, believe it or not.
John's the fucking balls, obviously. I mean, if I go out and get drunk with my fucking mail clerk, you know he's the balls. There's another kid who works there, and his name escaped me right now. He's a fucking great guy. We always talk about the Celtics.
Yep.
He's like John's guy, kind of.
Yep.
And there's a couple other guys there, and you know what they are? Fucking drips. Couple drips there.
Yeah.
Couple other good guys.
It happens.
But a couple drips show up every once in a while.
It happens.
And you're like, dude, you know what the worst is? When you walk, it was like when John Morea showed up at the golf course thinking it was going to be his girl he wanted to ask out, ended up being his wife, and it was like some old lady.
Yeah.
Like when I walk in there and John Connell's not there, I'm like, motherfucker. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Because I used to go in there all the time, dude, because I would be always dropping off hats for the doghouse shit.
Yep.
And now I don't go in as much, so I'm not going. But anyways, mailmen are the fucking best. I totally agree with you.
I don't know if I told you this off air or whatever, but when I worked at the post office, I had like a I only worked at the Medford one, and then within like the last 3 months before we got fucking laid off,
Yeah.
I worked at the Malden one. The Medford one was like, I know every one of the Medford ones.
Sure.
Those are like where my people were. But when I got to the Malden one, I didn't have a car at the time. So I used to have to walk to work. I had to be there at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
So I'm walking to work and I got fucking stuck up with a needle to my neck.
I remember you told the story before.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all those postmen that I barely knew, they all like fucking gave money because I had money in my pocket to
Oh, they
pay
took
my
it all.
cell phone
Yeah,
bill.
yeah.
And I said, I hope he fucking dies with this money, dude.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I was so mad. But Obviously, I'm fine. My cell phone's okay.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
paid now.
But all those guys, I'll never forget it. They all chipped in to make sure that I got my fucking bill paid. And I came back with donuts and fucking Box of Joe the next day. There's good people everywhere. Postmen, listen, make sure there's always water when it's fucking hot. Invite them. Make sure they get an envelope during the holidays. Do all that shit.
Dude.
They're great people.
The two people I tip.
Even the sucky ones. They
two-
still fucking make
I'll
sure
tell
that
you
they
this
get your
right now.
bills.
I overtip. Probably not overtip. What do you consider this for a tip, right? My haircut is $35.
Yeah.
I usually give 60. That's a lot, right?
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And don't take this the wrong way. You don't have much going on up top.
No, I know.
That's what I'm saying.
But I
Like
really like the girl who cuts my hair, and not in a way of I think she's great.
Yeah. But how often do you go see her?
Once a month or whatever.
All right. So I guess it would add up. So I try to go every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
And
so I don't go. I go every 3 or 4
All right.
weeks.
So yeah. All right. I guess
And
that's
sometimes
normal.
I give her 50.
Right.
But if I have 320s, I'm not going to sit there and be like, give me 10. I don't know why. That's the way I am.
10 singles.
Now, I know that's an overtip.
Yep.
Now, I also tip the other people I tip.
John Moraes right now is fucking fuming. He's like,
yeah, he's
$30 tips, huh?
Yeah, exactly. You want to cut this fucking absolute ruin.
Meanwhile, I'm in there for 2.5 hours because he's going to go down to half my spine.
I also tip my mailman, obviously, well, right? I tip my trash guys. That's huge. Don't be a dummy.
Yep.
Because you're going to need to throw some shit out you don't want to throw out. They
Right.
remember that shit, right? I gave John Connell I actually gave, people bring him in Dunkin' Donuts cards and shit. I brought him in the fucking pull the cork vest.
I was about to say, you bought him a Dunkin' Donuts.
No, I got him the fucking
Here's
pull.
your franchise.
I gave him the pull the cork vest. That's
awesome.
what I gave him.
Hell yeah.
So anyways, but dude, we're getting into different territory, but tipping your mailman's huge. You got to do that.
It's
Have to do
no brainer.
Yeah.
No brainer.
Dude, they
And
work
by
their
the way,
balls off.
by the way, if you're ever curious, if you don't have your normal mailman, and say he was on vacation or whatever,
Yeah.
and you wanted to tip him that week, if that kid that's not normally on that route or girl, whatever, doesn't give it to him, you'll know about it.
Yeah.
But they're gonna give it to him.
Yeah.
They know it's not their route.
No,
they're not
exactly.
scum.
Yeah.
And if they take it then they are scum.
Yeah, of course.
But it doesn't happen like that. So don't feel obligated. Like I don't want this to go disappearing. He's gonna give it to whoever.
Here's what I want.
Or she or whoever.
I've been thinking about guests that we can get, right? Here's who I want on the show.
Oh, I got a couple that have already reached out to me that were supposed to already be on here. Seasons
Okay.
are over now.
Here's one, though. I want to get the rooster on,
Yep.
right?
He'd be a great one, dude.
I want to get the rooster on.
He'd be a great one.
That's what I want. I want the rooster on. He's great on the mic already.
Yeah.
And he's fucking
He's lights out.
Talk Irish music for fucking days.
He is lights out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can make that happen.
I got an idea. 2 things I want to tell you. First of all, we're
gotta
going to
do
do
a
a live episode from Josh's bar in the next month.
Okay.
He's already in. He wants to do it. Do it from his bar.
Okay.
Second of all, we could do the rooster live from Irish Brewing Boston because he lives down
That's
that
what I'm
way.
about to say. We could do a South Shore one.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We do it down there, and that's commutable for him.
Perfect. He's in. I don't know where he is,
He's
but
in Weymouth.
so how far is that from?
Stalking the fucking guy. Weymouth to Norwood, I don't know. Fucking
But he
whatever.
delivers
South Shore time.
he delivers the mail in Dorchester. I know that.
Yeah.
I knew that. He's got some characters on his fucking route, pal.
Oh, he's the best.
He's the man.
He's the
He's
best.
the man.
By the way, I listen to him any Sunday that I possibly can listen to it. I
Same.
listen to it.
Same.
I schedule my yacht. John Connell wrote on his page, I scheduled my yard work around the show.
Yeah.
Because it's so fucking good to listen to.
Oh, it's the best.
Great. Listen to the Rebel Rooster on Cave Radio. That's
Yep.
a free ad.
Free ad. That was it for me.
All right. Well, listen, we're gonna move this over to the Patreon. We'll bonus episode. We'll tell you a story about some kid in lacrosse that we'll get there. But yeah, so listen, thank you everybody for listening. We'll be back next week. What are we gonna do next week?
Well, we can talk about, because I told you, a few people reached out that we were supposed to have on the show,
Yeah.
and I think we can make something happen. So maybe we'll have a guest next
All
week.
right. Well, when we talk on the Patreon, we'll talk about who they are.
All right.
Because all the 6 people that are now patrons gonna. And by the way, everything stays up there. So if you join, you can listen to all the back extra episodes and all that shit. So.
Yep.
All right. Peace out.
Later.